factors that I weighed before making my decision to come to New Orleans.
Okay. One of the biggest factors.
Did you have Atlanta?
Well, it's pretty like you do in, say, professional sports of hockey and basketball. You have your different crowds, and I believe that New Orleans will be a spot that once they see the type of basketball we play, along with the addition of the Superdome, which is going to be the most fantastic thing in the world, I think it will be obvious that we have the chance of becoming quick winners. But we will become winners, let me say that.
Pete, that hasn't been the case with other expansion teams. Why do you think the New Orleans expansion team will be any different?
Well, like in the past, the only other time that I don't go back that far as professional basketball, but the only other time they had expansion, they had 3 or 4 teams that come in at the particular time. The player pool at that particular time, with 3 or 4 teams picking from that pool, doesn't leave you much leeway to have an exceptional team. But since the NBA has progressed to the point that they just are only offering this one franchise to the NBA this year is in New Orleans, this means that the player pool, for example, there'll be a lot. The chances of getting more ball players with better capabilities is a lot better this time than it was, say, back 2 or 3 years ago, where they had 3 or 4 expansion teams all pulling for all the players. You only have one expansion team. You only have one team going after certain individual ball players, and then you build from there. And this is the reason I think that one of the reasons I think that New Orleans has a great opportunity to become a competitive club in the NBA, along with the fact that, like I said, the management and the people that are behind this thing are behind it 100%. They want New Orleans to have a great professional basketball team. They want it for the community. They want to bring a championship to this city. And I echo all those thoughts. But the people behind it are basketball knowledgeable people. And this is the main facet that you have to have. And really, if you want to win a championship, not many teams win NBA championships, but the teams that have the knowledgeable people behind them usually come out far quicker than the other teams.
What do you think of Bill Walton's home in Portland? How do you think he's going to make it a championship team?
Well, I wouldn't go.
We gave up the first round pick in 1974 this year. We draft 10th in the first round. We gave up the first and second round picks 1975. In 1976 and 1977, we will take Atlanta's first round pick, and they will take ours, assuming that we have a better pick. Naturally, if we finish higher than Atlanta, they're not going to want our pick, and we will thereby have given up nothing in 76 and 77. We have preserved a first-round choice. I want to make it clear, in 76 and 77. That's either going to be our choice or Atlanta's choice. And I know, I want to be sure everybody understands that. You know, when you start talking about 74, 75, 76, and 77, if it's not clear, one would think that we have given away first-round picks for 4 years, and that just isn't true. It's this year, which we write off to a great extent. Next year, which could be meaningful. The following 2 years, we swap with them if we finish lower. And I want to say, in defending what we've done, if it needs any defense, that we did not make this deal with the Boston Celtics or the Milwaukee Bucks, who one would assume in those years would have very good records. We think, and I know Pete shares the opinion without going out on a limb, that we will not lose anything in 76 and 77. We think we will be competitive with Atlanta, if not superior to Atlanta. We have given away another second-round pick in 76, and that's it insofar as the draft choices are concerned. We have agreed to allow Atlanta to choose one forward and one guard from the expansion pool after we select a center.
You get the first pick, then they get the second and third?
Correct. And we will take a center, the first pick. That's the deal. I think most of you were here when we had our initial press conference, and I told you.
The question. There was a statement attributed to you, and you can say whether you quoted correctly or not. about a month ago that you felt New Orleans couldn't support the NBA team here. Was that a true statement? Do you recall it?
The New Orleans what?
You could not support an NBA team.
The New Orleans people wouldn't support NBA?
Yeah.
No, I know I didn't make that statement. I said what that obviously was about was the ABA team that was here several years ago, and I don't think you can put that on the same level as the NBA. The team that was here, the New Orleans Buccaneers, was not too strongly supported, if you remember. But that was an ABA team in the beginning of an ABA organization that, to this day, is still not on the ground. Could be. Could be, my man. Got to be bright if we're going to have one. It's got to be a bright color, you know that.
Listen, Pete, I ran a tape the other day, which you did an interview with someone in Atlanta, and he used a lot of action. And at the conclusion, he said that you can't build a championship team with a Pete Maravich. Would you comment on that?
What? I did an interview with somebody?
You did an interview with the guy, yeah, and he used his own words at the finish. He was using action of you, and you did an interview with him. It was in Atlanta, and we ran it. And at the end, he used his own calculation, and he said, you can't build a championship team with Pete Maravich.
Well, everybody's entitled to their own opinion.
Let me tell you, we have really what I think are going to be the best basketball people, among the best basketball people in the country associated with this team. That's one of the reasons Pete's with us, honestly. It's not necessarily like Fred Rosenfeld. He's a lawyer, not a basketball man. And they're convinced that you can't. They are mortally convinced that Pete is going to be one of the cornerstones of the championship team. Everything Pete does with a basketball can help the four other men on the court. Pete penetrates. Pete's a great passer. Pete keeps things moving on the court. You've got to have offensive move in order to win in the NBA. Pete likes to play a running game. We're convinced, our basketball people are convinced that Pete Maravich is going to be the cornerstone for a championship team. Certainly, we don't expect to put the burden on Pete Maravich of bringing championship basketball to New Orleans. Now, we're going to have to put some ball players out there with him. And perhaps in the past, other people have looked to Pete as being the panacea that with Pete come championships. Well, we're very, very realistic. We think he's terrific, but we know that we're going to have to give him some ball players to play with. And given Pete's skills, it's our basketball people's determination that you can't win without a Pete Maravich. Good teams have great guards. There are no great professional basketball teams without great guards. It just doesn't happen. There are some teams, by the way, who look like they should be great, who don't have great guards, who don't